Let's continue with lecture 2. We have a finite dimensional vector space V. Sigma is a subset of LV and L sigma is the set of all sigma subspaces of V. We say that L sigma is complemented if for every W in L sigma there exists W dash in L sigma such that V is equal to W direct sum W dash. So that means every W in L sigma has a complement W dash in L sigma. So we say that L sigma is complemented. Now we have this theorem. Let V be a vector space over a field F such that dimension of V is finite, and let sigma be a subset of LV, then sigma is completely reducible if and only if for every W in L sigma there exists W dash in L sigma such that V is equal to W direct sum W dash. So according to this definition, we say that L sigma is complemented. Sigma is completely reducible if and only if L sigma is complemented. And further, in this case, V will be equal to a direct sum of V1, V2 and Vr, where these Vi's are sigma invariant subspaces of V and they are irreducible. Each Vi is irreducible. So we prove the theorem now. First we assume that sigma is completely irreducible. So that means V can be expressed as a direct sum of V alpha, where these V alpha are irreducible subspaces in L sigma. So we take a subspace W in L sigma. Now this proof is by the method of induction, but the induction is applied in a reverse manner. So we will start from in a reverse manner on the dimension of W. So we will start from the highest possible dimension and then we will assume and then we will reach the lowest possible. So if dimension of W is equal to dimension of V, then W is equal to V. So V is W direct sum the zero subspace. So that means for W we have a subspace W dash which is the trivial subspace, and V is a direct sum of W and the trivial subspace. Now suppose that dimension of W is less than dimension of V, and we assume that the theorem holds for all subspaces W1 in L sigma such that dimension of W1 is greater than dimension of W, and we will prove for this W. Now dimension of W is less than dimension of V, so W is not equal to V. So that means all these subspaces V alpha cannot be in V. If all the V alpha cannot be in W. If all the V alphas are in W, then V will be equal to W. But W is not equal to V, so there is a V alpha such that V alpha is not contained in W. So this V alpha intersection W, it is a subspace of V alpha. Now V alpha is in L sigma, W is in L sigma, so V alpha intersection W is in L sigma, but V alpha is irreducible. So the only subspaces of V alpha in L sigma are either V alpha or 0. So that means V alpha intersection W is V alpha or V alpha intersection W is 0. Now this is not possible because V alpha is not contained in W. That means V alpha intersection W cannot be V alpha. So V alpha intersection W is 0. And we write W1 equal to V alpha direct sum W. Then obviously dimension of W1 is greater than dimension of W. So by the induction hypothesis, there exists a subspace W1 dash in L sigma such that V is W1 direct sum W1 dash. And for W1 we write this. So V is W direct sum V alpha direct sum W1 dash. So this V alpha direct sum W1 dash is our W dash and V is W direct sum W dash. So this is proved. Now for the converse, that means we are given that L sigma is complemented and we want to prove that sigma is completely reducible. So first of all we take V1 be the minimal subspace in L sigma. It is non-trivial and it is the minimal subspace in L sigma. This means that out of all the subspaces in L sigma, V1 has the least dimension, and we can always find such a V1 because dimension of V is finite. So then obviously V1 will be irreducible because it will not have any further subspaces. If V1 has a subspace, then dimension of that subspace will be less than V1, but dimension of V1 is the least in L sigma. So V1 is irreducible, and because L sigma is complemented, so we can find a subspace W in L sigma such that V is equal to V1 direct sum W. Now suppose B be a subspace of W in L sigma, then B is also a subspace of V. So, and L sigma is complemented, that means V will be B direct sum B dash for some B dash in L sigma. So W is V intersection W. So this is equal to B intersection W plus B dash intersection W. B intersection W is B, and we write B dash intersection W as B double dash. So this becomes B plus B double dash. And intersection of B and B double dash will be B dash intersection W intersection B, and B intersection B dash is 0 because of the direct sum, so this will be 0. So that means W is equal to B direct sum B double dash, and B double dash is B dash intersection W, so it is again in L sigma. So for every subspace B of W, we have a subspace B double dash such that B double dash is in L sigma and W is a direct sum of B and B double dash. So the hypothesis which was given for V is now true for W also. L sigma is complemented on W also, and hence we apply this process. We can take a V2 non-zero minimal subspace of W in L sigma such that V2 is irreducible and W is V2 direct sum W1 for some W1 in L sigma. So V becomes now, this V is V1 direct sum W. So V becomes V1 direct sum V2 direct sum W1. And now we repeat all this process on W1. So after a finite number of steps, we will have V equal to V1 direct sum V2 direct sum VR. This we will be able to accomplish in a finite number of steps because dimension of V is finite. So all these VI's will be in L sigma and they will be irreducible by the process that we have adopted. So this completes the proof of the theorem.